In debating the commandments and the law on Twitter, many times I'll quote Jesus in Matthew 5:17 through 19, and I'll quote Revelation 12:17 and 14:12 to show that Jesus preached we should keep the commandments, and the church in Revelation is described as keeping the commandments. In response, a few times I've heard one of the stupidest ideas I've ever heard, and that was people that actually claim that the words of Jesus and what is written in Revelation do not apply for us as Christians. That's about as dumb as you can get. There has never been a different method of salvation in this time and that time. It's always been by grace through faith. Genesis 15:6 says Abram believed in the Lord and he counted it to him for righteousness. People weren't saved by works in the Old Testament. Those prophets that were saved and had the Holy Spirit, they trusted in the coming Messiah, and many times, such as Daniel and David, prophesied about that Messiah. But the idea that Jesus taught differently from Paul is absurd. Paul may have emphasized some different things depending on who his audience was, but their basic theology was the same. And why wouldn't it be? Galatians 1, starting verse 11. But I certify you, brethren, that the gospel which was preached of me is not after man. Verse 12. For I neither received it of man, neither was I taught it, but by the revelation of Jesus Christ. Paul and Jesus agreed. Compare Matthew 5:17 through 19 with Romans 3, verse 31. There was no difference in basic core theology. Now, the idea that Jesus' words would not apply to Christians is also shown to be stupid if you look at John, where Jesus says in John 12, verse 49, For I have not spoken of myself, but the Father which sent me, he gave a commandment, what I should speak and what I should say. So the idea that we don't take the words of Jesus in Revelation to apply to us is absurd. As Matthew 4:4 says, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. So if someone tries to tell you that the words of Jesus and of the book of Revelation don't apply to us, only Paul's writings do, just politely laugh at them and wish them peace. Bye-bye.